My mom's here, or she was anyway. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. Those of you who've been waiting, Jan, I know you've been waiting. And maybe Bob is here or Linda. I think you guys have been checking in as well on YouTube. I love that. I will record from YouTube. I can upload it later and share the link so you can watch it later if you'd like to. We're going to start today in our chair. We're going to do our warm-up in the chair today, and then do some range of motion exercises in the chair. So just kind of follow along as best you can. I'm going to add a little bit of music today just because there's some mowing going on outside and some kids in the backyard. Not my backyard, but the neighbor's backyard. All right, let's get going here. Let's start with good posture, sitting at the front of your chair. Shoulders are back and down, drawing that belly button landmark in so you stay nice and tall. Let's start with head turns, looking side to side. And as always, keep that nice steady breathing. All right, and looking straight ahead, we'll tilt that ear towards the shoulder, keeping the shoulders relaxed and down. How are y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. The weather has been fantastic. Hopefully you've been able to get outside and get some walking in. Stretch those legs a little bit. Last one here. Looking straight ahead, we'll drop the chin down and lift it up towards the ceiling. Making sure those shoulders don't round forward here. Keep them back. That good stretch here. And looking straight ahead, let's roll those shoulders back. As most of you know, some of these exercises can be done standing. We usually do this standing, but I'm just doing them in the chair today. We had our walking group earlier, and some of the stuff we couldn't do standing, so. And other direction. All right, shake those arms out a little bit. Let's take them out wide. Start with small circles. And then gradually making those circles a little bit bigger, loosening up those shoulders. And other direction. So pausing and then going nice and small here. Whew, that feels good. All right, take those hands to the shoulders. We're gonna press the elbows forward and press them back. Making sure you're not scrunching up your neck here, so you don't want to be scrunched here. Elbows do not have to touch. We're stretching that upper back and then the chest. Last one back. Whew. All right, let's do some wrist rotations because we are going to use some weights today, and I want those joints to be nice and loose. Other direction. And let's do some finger squeezes. Thumbs on the inside, thumbs on the outside. And relax. All right, let's do that torso. So you draw that belly button in, sitting nice and tall and keeping that back super flat. We're hinging forward, to the side, back, and side. As you go back, make sure you're not arching the back. Keep that solid as a board. Whew. All right, we're going to get to the front. We're going to pause and switch directions. Oh, I miss hearing this music. I haven't changed my music lineup too much, so you guys probably recognize some of that. You probably can't even hear it. All right, when you get to the front, we're going to sit up nice and tall. All right, bracing yourself on the chair. You can scoot back a little bit so that that knee is at 90 degrees. We're just taking one leg at a time here, lifting the heel and hinging it back down. This is just like those standing knee hinges. And last one here. And other side. Lift and lower. I think people are getting busier. There's not as many people on here today. That's okay. We'll record it and they can watch it later, right? And last one. Whew. All right, we're just going to do some little baby step outs here. Just step it to the side, kind of warming up that hip instead of standing. We're just stepping that foot to the side. Just a couple inches. We're not doing the big step outs like we normally do. We'll do those later towards the end. And step that in, other side. Doing most of our stuff in the chair today. I will do a little bit of balance stuff towards the end where we'll stand. I don't want you to be too worn out before we do that. Do the best we can today. Last one here. Whew. All right, sitting up tall. Let's get those ankles. So point and flex, but don't forget your posture here. So you're still sitting nice and tall. Shoulders are back and down. It's easy when we work on the lower body to kind of slump that upper body, but let's get those circles going. And other direction. The weather's getting nicer. Hopefully you guys can get out for a nice walk today. Always make sure you have a good path to walk on. Point and flex here on the other leg. Make sure it's safe. Your footing is safe when you go for walks. The sidewalks are uneven and things like that. So try to find a spot that works well for you. Drawing those circles with the toes. And other direction. All right, like I said earlier, we're going to do some more seated range of motion exercises. So we're staying in the chair. This first one is our tug of war. So we're taking those arms out wide. Your sits bones stay seated in that chair. We're just going to reach to the side, come back to center. Woo! You might feel that in the torso a little bit. Make sure you're keeping that nice, steady breathing. Sitting on the couch for a couple hours at a time gets my torso nice and stiff. So this feels pretty good. Get a good reach. 2 more each side. Reach and reach. All right, from here we're going to take it into extend opposite arm and leg. Just pushing that heel forward. I don't know if you can see me very well on YouTube. There you go. Alternating sides. Just pressing that heel forward, reaching those fingers up towards the ceiling as high as you can. Get our heart rate up a little bit. And you guessed it, that belly button needs to be in. Nice and firm. Keep that core activated. Help you support that low back. Last one. All right, we're going into that I Dream of Jeannie position. Remember that show? All right, so our hands are kind of lined up here together at our chest. We're going to do a torso twist And the side that you twist to, I want you to raise that knee at the same time. So as you twist, lift and lower. Other side, lift and lower. Twist and lower. Woo. Pay attention to your body. Make sure that feels good. Maybe one side is like, don't want to go that far. Just take it easy and do what your body says is okay here. And if you just want to do the torso twist without the leg lift, that's okay too. We got one more each side. I'm sweating. All right, and we're just gonna go right into a elbow to knee. Other side, elbow to knee. Bring that arm around. They don't have to touch. Again, you're keeping that core solid. You don't want to be rounding forward. Getting that elbow and knee lifting. Elbow kind of squeezing down. If you need the back of the chair for this, that's okay to kind of lean against it for a little support. Ooh, I'm nice and sweaty. All right, last one. Okay, and we're going to go right into our jacks. So we're just going to take those arms up. You can reach those legs out to the side one at a time. We'll just start low at first. Those arms are just kind of going up to shoulder height. When you're ready, you can extend them up over your head, and maybe your shoulders don't like that. So you can just keep it low if you need to. Reaching those heels out. You're kind of on the edge of your seat here, so you can really extend that leg. Nice, steady breathing. Whew. Getting that heart rate up today. All right. We're going to bring it in here after this one, and we're going to try to do both at the same time, both legs and arms, and bring it in. Have that control. Your control center is right here in that belly button landmark for Jan. Woo! If this is uncomfortable or you feel bad in the back with this one, just keep it with one leg at a time. Last one here. Woo! All right, good job. And while we're still seated here without any weight, we're going to scoot towards the front. I'm going to lean back just a little bit and brace myself on this chair seat. I'm just going to get on my tiptoes with one leg. Knees going to raise up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm just letting that toe tap. And then other side. That foot is planted then. And the other one on the tiptoes. We're raising up. 3, 2, and 1. We got 2 more sets of those. So go back to the other leg on the tiptoes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Make sure that back is nice and solid, straight as a board. Last set. Other leg. Lift. 3, 2, 1. This is for the lower abdominals. 2 and 1. Excellent job. Let's do a big reach. Ooh. Excellent. Let's get our weights. You need a set of weights, so 2 weights. And if you have water bottles, that's fine too. Just make sure you can have a good grip on it. Whatever you're using, make sure you've got a good grip and they're equal weight. All right. Next, we're going to do something in a deadlift position. So we're going to be hinged forward. Those of you that come to my class, you're used to this when we use the band. But since I don't know who has a band and who doesn't, we're just going to do this with our weights. All right, we're hinging forward. Draw that belly button in. Shoulders are back and down. Those weights are just kind of dangling here. Okay, we're going to hold in this forward position, and we're bringing those weights back. Elbows rub the ribs, and you're squeezing the shoulder blades together for a nice row. But you're also in this position to help support that back. So strengthening the back. Get a nice exhale in here when you pull. Last one. Extend those arms, and then we're sitting up tall. Let's roll those shoulders. We're going to go right back to that position and do a tricep kickback, both sides at the same time. So you just have to be careful that you don't scrape your hands on your chair for this one. So draw the belly button in, hinging out the hips. Shoulders do not come forward. We've got our elbows at 90 degrees, and we're pushing them back. Feel that in the backs of those arms? Ooh, I do already. Make sure those knees aren't touching. Sometimes they like to brace and touch each other. That makes you use different muscles. We got 2 more. You guys, I am sweating. Ooh, it's toasty in here. All right, sitting up tall after that. We've got a round of curls. We're going to do some flashers. We'll do some 90-degree hammer curls, so real isolated here. And then we're going to do those lateral raises. So 10 of each of those. We've got an underhand grip to start for our curls. Shoulders are backing down, belly button drawn in to keep us tall. And curling up, ease it down. As you curl up, exhale. Remember, we want the same amount of time on the way down as on the way up. So not super fast. All right, let's take those weights. We'll start at 90 degrees here for our flasher. You keep the elbows in for this one. Keep your wrists nice and firm. We're just going to press those weights out and squeeze them back in. Make sure as you press those weights out that you're not arching your back. So you've got that control and your powerhouse in that core. I can't believe how bad I'm sweating today. It's so nice outside. I got warmed up with my coffee, I think. Whew. Last one here. All right, let's shake those arms out a little bit. We're going to go to those 90-degree hammer curls. Make sure you're not rounded here. Get those shoulders back. Get into good position. Elbows are at 90 degrees. Palms are facing each other here. We're curling up slow, right back down to 90. Don't go any farther. Little baby curls here. And relax. All right, shake it out if you need to. We're going into those lateral raises. So elbows again are at 90 degrees here. We're raising elbows and wrists to shoulder height. Let it down easy. No plopsies. Whatever breathing pattern works for you, just so long as you're not holding your breath during this. And we've got one more of these. I never go over on these because they're hard. And rest those weights on your lap and kind of shake those arms out. Our next exercise is that cheerleader. So it's a straight arm out in front, palms down. We're going up, out, in, and down for one. Okay, we'll do 8 of these. And if you need to drop weight as we're moving, if that's too heavy for you, don't be afraid to set your weights down. Start with weight and then drop it if you need to, or don't use any at all if the shoulders are already cranky. All right, sitting up tall, we're raising to the front, press to the side, squeeze it in and down. Up, out, in, down. That's 2. Whoo! And last one. Let's be done with that. Right? Woo, all right. Let's put that weight down, one weight down. We're just going to use one weight for the remainder of the exercises. Shake the arms out a little bit here. We're going to do that. We did this last week, the abdominal sit back. So you're towards the front of your chair. Okay? You got one weight. You're gripping both ends with your hands. We'll do the abdominal sit back. We're going to row, center, row. As we sit back up, raise that weight overhead. Okay, here we go. Weight is right here at the chest to start. Keep that back straight as a board, and your neck is in line with that. So it leans back, a little row to the side, row. As you come up, press overhead. Row, row, and press. Again, this one, you don't have to use any weight at all. If your shoulders are kind of sore or just not feeling it today, but try to do the movement. I don't know if you can hear my music or not, but it's Come On Eileen. Come on, Jan. Come on, Bob. Come on, Mom. I think my mom's watching. All right, we got one more of these. Whew. All right. We're going to do our wood chop on each side. So we're taking that weight down. Again, you don't have to use weight. Reaching down and up to the side. And then we're going to serve up the brownies. And then we're going to do the other side wood chop. Okay, so pick your side. It doesn't matter which side you start with. Just to make sure those shoulders are still in that good position. We're reaching down. Take it up, opposite side overhead. Reaching down. This one is preparing you to go traveling again. And when you get on that airplane, you got to put your luggage in that overhead compartment. Whew, you still want to be able to reach it. It may be a year or so before we can do that, but we want to stay limber nonetheless. I think Melissa calls this the unloading the dishwasher, but that's not as exciting as traveling, right? Last one, bring it down. Underhand grip here. I'm just kind of holding that weight like a little tray, and I'm serving it up, drawing those elbows in. I don't know if you can see me. Serve it up and draw it in, keeping those elbows close. No higher than shoulder height. That's as high as is necessary here. But again, keeping that posture, sitting up tall. And draw that in. Excellent. Let's do that wood chop on the other side. So whatever side you didn't do yet, you do that side. All right, reaching down, taking it up across to the other side. Reaching down. So you can think of this as a wood chop, if you go out and chop wood, unloading the dishwasher, or loading that luggage in the overhead compartment on the airplane. Whatever you think is best. Nice functional movement here. Again, dropping that weight if it's too much. We got last one. And bring it right here to center. Excellent job. All right, we're going to do one more here. I think I'm going to skip the step out since we did those in the warm-up. So we're just going to do that lawnmower, but we're not going to do the overhead press because we already did that with our abdominal sit back. So we're just going to do we're going to do a lawnmower, but we're going to arch that movement. So we're just bringing that up and bring that elbow down and reach it across to the knee. So you start at the opposite knee, bring it around, elbow comes down. You're squeezing that shoulder blade down and back and reach. So those of you on YouTube, here's a better angle. But you end that weight right at the shoulder. The elbow drops. Last one here. Take it back to the knee and switch arms. Shake that one out. Take that weight, opposite knee. That's your target. You're bringing that weight, squeezing that elbow down, shoulder, weight comes to the shoulder, and take it right back to that knee. Squeeze and take it right back. You can make this movement as big or as small as you want. If this motion kind of hurts the shoulder, just keep it a little baby squeeze. Again, paying attention to what feels good to your body today. Every day is a little different. Now I want you to go back and watch this video maybe on Thursday or Friday and do these same exercises. Last one here. Take it back to the knee and relax. All right, we're gonna put those weights down. You guys are so glad to hear that, aren't you? All right, we're gonna move on to our balance and coordination portion before we cool down stretch. We're gonna do a little bit of hip circles. So stand and do these as best you can standing. If you need to sit or skip these, that's okay too, okay? So we're standing next to our chair. This outside leg, we got it bent about 90 degrees, kind of on our toes. We're just gonna go up, out, around, tap. So we're making those hip circles, taking them backward for 4. So that's 3. Last one. Hold it here. We're taking it the other direction. So now we're stepping over that fence, bringing that leg forward. Make sure that base leg, you're not locking that knee. Last one here. Whew. All right, just 4 forward and back. And then the other side. It's the same thing. You're holding onto your chair. We're going to go backward first. Pay attention to that base leg. Make sure you're not locking that knee. And this could be a baby movement. This does not have to be as high as I'm going. Last one. And then take it forward. All right, very good. I know those aren't the most comfortable, but it gets that whole hip joint kind of unlocked and moving. All right, we are going to do our tightrope. You guys are used to this. We've done it a few times. So the outside leg furthest from the chair is your front leg. Back leg is closest to the chair, and your heel to toe. So that back leg is those toes are right up against the heel. Make sure you're squared. You don't want to be turned to the side or anything like that. Okay, heel to toe. Bring that inside leg up to hip height. Take it right back, straight to that heel to toe position again. Right back like you're stepping on that tightrope. Bring that inside leg up, a little hold. When you're ready, you're going to add in that arm, outside arm tap. As you bring that knee up, tap, a little pause. Take it back. Again, that base leg needs to not be locked. That's going to make you less stable. Good range of motion here. We've got one more. Always taking it right back to that heel to toe position. Excellent. All right, let's go the other side. Outside leg is the front leg. Back leg is that inside leg. All right, so get yourself squared away first. You got the chair there for support. Bring that inside leg up, knee up to hip height. And get that motion figured out. Right back to that heel to toe position. And then add in that arm. Swing it around, tap. Nice and controlled. That arm swing is not fast. And if you can't bring that arm all the way around, that's okay. If you just need to bring it in front of you, that's okay too. It's that coordination that we want. Woo, and we just have one more on this side. Very good. All right, shake those legs out a little bit. We're gonna do a one leg, since we're inside, let's do one leg balance since we're on carpet, okay? That inside leg is your base leg. So let's get a good focus here. You got a little bend in that inside leg. You're holding on with whatever support you need on your chair, but be ready to decrease that support when I tell you to. Outside knee is going to come up. Drop those shoulders. Activate that core. And you find something to focus on. Okay, your other hand can be wherever you want it. You're just holding it. Find your focus. And if you feel good, you can decrease your support. You can let go. Maybe you come down to one finger holding on. Just make sure you're not holding your breath and you're not locking that knee. If you lose your balance, go ahead and get right back to it. Try to hold it here. And ease that leg down. Excellent job. I know you did a great job. Everybody kind of bobbles once in a while. So if you're here and then you let it down, get right back up and get your focus, okay? So same thing, other side. Main thing is get that leg set so it's not locked. We're bringing that outside leg, that knee comes up, shoulders relaxed, holding on however you need to here. Looking straight ahead, not down. Nice deep breathing. And when you're ready, decrease that support. Just give it a try. Down to one finger holding on maybe instead of your whole hand. Find your focus here. And ease that leg down nice and soft. Excellent job, you guys. All right, we're going to do our cool down stretches. You can do these, all of these sitting in the chair just as easy as you can standing. So if you need to sit for right now, go right ahead. We're going to bring one arm across. Other arm is there to help stretch. I want you to feel that stretch in that shoulder right here. It's where you should feel that. So kind of relax that neck and shoulders down. You don't want it hiked up or you're not going to get as good a stretch. If you've got that good stretch going, go ahead and do a little rotation with those wrists. And then do a little finger walking. Each finger to the thumb, back and forth. Keep those fingers nimble. They were just holding onto those weights. And they can get a little rigid, so we're going to work those a little. All right, other side. Bring that arm across. Other arm is there to help stretch. All right, get those wrists going. Get those kinks out, I guess. And then when you're ready, do that finger walking. Each finger to the thumb. Larger muscles and even the little tiny joints and muscles. Gotta work it all. All right, and release. Let's round forward. You're separating your shoulder blades here. You're not just scrunching your shoulders. You're separating the shoulder blades, reaching forward, rounding that spine. So you're kind of tucking the stomach in a little bit, tucking the hips under, getting that good stretch across the back. And then reaching up. Thumbs are pressing down and back. Relax those shoulders. Straighten that spine. Lifting that chin up. I always feel such a good stretch right across the front of my neck. Oh, hardly ever stretch these muscles right here, but it's very important. All right, shake it out. Let's do our torso stretch. So this can be easily done in the chair as well. Just keep those hips neutral. We're reaching right overhead. Separating those ribs from the top of that hip bone. That's where I want your focus to be. Separating those two, get them spread apart. And release, other side. Reaching right overhead. You don't want to be rounded forward. Keep that shoulder back. Oh, this stretch feels so good. Whew. All right, let's go ahead and hit the chair if you're not already in it. We're going to extend one heel forward, Shoulders back and down. We're hinging at the hips. That leg is pretty straight, but don't lock the knee. And we're not even trying to reach our toes here. We're just trying to stretch the back of that leg. So you may want to scoot towards the front of that chair. Toes are up towards the ceiling of that extended leg. If you've been doing a lot of walking, those backs of the legs get really tight from walking or standing. All right, other leg extended, toes up towards the ceiling, keeping the back flat. We're leading with the chest, hinging at the hips. Woo! I love that stretch. Hurts so good, right? All right, extending that other leg forward. Again, opposite ankle crosses over, and you can stay right here, or you can slide that leg up. If you can get above the knee, you can plant that foot and get a deeper stretch. But if those hips don't agree with it, you just keep it right here. Or maybe even your knee doesn't like to be bent like that. So you just kind of hold it here and get that good stretch. You can rotate that ankle or bring that knee in, and you'll feel that stretch in your hip there too. The main idea is to stretch the hip here. And then relax, let that leg slide on down, switching to the other side. Start with that ankle on the shin, slide it up as far as it feels comfortable. If you get above the knee, you can plant that foot, hinge here, or give it a hug, or keep that stretch lower if you need to. Everybody's a little different with that hip stretch, and you definitely don't want to overdo it. Extend that leg, let it slide on down smooth. We're sitting up nice and tall here. Hands are in the lap. Belly button is drawn in. We're nice and tall here. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to drop that chin down to our chest, but our shoulders don't round forward. Lifting that chin and looking over our shoulder. And dropping the chin back down to center, nice and easy. And looking over the other shoulder. Be careful with these neck exercises. I've been having a little bit of vertigo because of my allergies and the pressure and the storms come through and stuff. Go ahead and drop that chin back down to center. Lifting that chin, looking straight ahead. We'll tilt that ear to the shoulder. Just always take these neck exercises at your own pace and do what feels good, because that vertigo can kind of sneak in anytime. I had it a little bit yesterday. And other side. Drop that ear down towards the shoulder, but keep the shoulder relaxed. Add in that outside reach. And you can add a little pressure here if it feels good, but don't force it. Whew. All right. That felt so good. Let's inhale up. Exhale down. Big deep breath in. And exhale smooth. Let's get 2 more. Big deep breaths. Let it all out. Last one. Fill those lungs up. And let it all out. Excellent job today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. That always feels really good to me too. And I actually got kind of sweaty doing those range of motion exercises. All right. Thanks, Jan, for joining me and for your comments on YouTube. Anybody on Facebook, feel free to stay on for a few minutes here and type in some comments if you'd like. It was good to know. I know who's here now. A few people have messaged me and saying they've been in on YouTube and stuff, and that's nice to know that I know who you guys are. So have a good day, everybody. Enjoy this beautiful weather, but stay safe. I'll see you soon. Okay,